Well, we got new highs here again, but today's podcast is going to be really strictly talking about how to trade great patterns in this uptrend, and we saw them today. The move today was really stemmed from Intel's earnings. Intel up 23%. Really gapped up here, very strong. Off the highs of the day, traded as high as 86.5, and then traded lower. And then you had AMD up 14%. You had Nvidia up 4% here today. I mean, this is, and then you had a stock MXL. I think that was up 66%, if I'm not mistaken. MXL, what the hell was that? 76%. Sorry, MXL, a software company. Tesla struggling, Micron up of over 2% here. But again, the real key here today is to talk about how to trade in these type of patterns in the day. And it really is prudent overall to fully understand the way the markets are working. We're now five gaps up now since this big move up since 63.50. What we're seeing here, 18 straight days of the SMHs going parabolic. You can see it here. I mean, this to me, I can't even say the word buy here. You can see here, look at this, parabolic. I mean, this is absolutely insanity here. I mean, they were just trading here back on April 30th at 359. We're up 160 points here. This is absolutely unbelievable. But overall, let me just show you, first of all, the patterns of the day. So first of all, if you look here, we had the S&P futures reverse to buy on the 15-minute time frame. Now remember, right here, this happened at 11:45. Now remember, the continuous contracts, okay, were all the Nasdaq and S&P futures were bullish on the 60-minute time frames. So when the 15s reversed to buy at 11:45, and then you got the pullback here on the 30-minute time frame right here at 12 o'clock. Well, what do you look to do? We call this monster long here off the 15-minute and the 30-minute time frame. Push the S&Ps from 82.5, well, actually about 83.5, 84, up to 7,200. So the patterns were really phenomenal today. If you look here, I can show you the spiders reversing to buy on the 30-minute time frame. Now, I told you that this is one of my favorite patterns in the world. When the 30-minute time frame reverses to buy, as you see here, indicator 4, and it correlates with the 15, the 60, and the 15-minute time frame. Well, what happened? An absolute kaboom. We S&Ps were trading at 230, about 220, 230, trading around the 80, 71, 85, 86 level, and then pushed up 14, 15 points. Now, again, you get the first pullback here. If you look at the 15, this was the bull flag right here. What time was this? 245, 230 time period. This is when the 30 and the 60-minute time frame set up. So basically, what you're seeing here is exactly the pattern. The pullback on the 30-minute time frame combined with the pullback on the 15 after they correlate. These are great patterns. I'll show you AMD here today. AMD, same pattern. Look at this beautiful bull flag. AMD traded down here and rallied, and it's still going up around $3 off of that pattern on the 15. AMD got down here to the 44.5. If you look at Nvidia really, now this pattern in Nvidia, I told everybody right here, when Nvidia turns up, it's going to push the S&Ps up. S&Ps rallied 14 points. Nvidia rallied $1.50 on that pattern. So again, these are phenomenal patterns. Look at Micron off the 30-minute time frame. Micron, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could have taken 4 great longs. Look at this, 94, back to 99, 93, up to 97. So really great, actually 2 great longs there on Micron, okay? 2 great longs there on Micron. Apple, At the end of the day here, got a little push, but Apple reversing to sell on the 30, Apple reversing to sell on the 60-minute time frame, right? Sorry, Apple reversing to sell on the 30-minute time frame, and also reversing to sell on the 15. You can see here we had this really great short pattern here on Apple on the 15, and then we got this big push up at the end of the day. If it wasn't so late in the day, I would have taken shorts in Apple. All right. One last pattern I want to show you here. So again, trading patterns or trading correlations are very, very powerful. Very powerful. All right. So again, the math is the math. There's no guesswork, and that's why I teach the methodology to be able to teach you exactly. You trade what you see. Now, the conditions I have, each condition has a buy and a sell divergence. All right. And it's just unbelievable the way the markets we teach. Nothing but scalp shorts today. So if you look here, okay, you can see even on this pattern here, Nvidia made a new high on the 5-minute time frame. Now these are sell divergences. Again, making new highs here, right here, 210.80, right, 210.90. The MACDs could not confirm. Okay, you see that? You're making new highs here. The MACDs did not confirm at 1240. 1240. Look at AMD. AMD, identical, same. You go back here. Look at this. Is this 1240? Yeah, this is the new high. Is this the new high here? This might be the new high here. Yeah, 352.99. MACDs could not confirm the high. Okay, QQQs, same thing. Right here. What time is this? Right here on the push up, 664.51. You pushed up here. The MACDs could not confirm the high. The spiders, the Nasdaq, the S&Ps all had the identical same pattern. So these are now patterns that are in that are in positive trends, but the MACDs could now. To be bluntly honest with you, when you did get the spike, it would happen so fast. Nobody could have, not even Superman could have caught it. You're talking almost 17,000 contracts that just traded on that 5-minute bar. It went like this, and then right back down. All right. So anyway, really important to understand the patterns, and I want to show you one last great one. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. Reversing to buy on the 15, very powerful here. Been very strong on the 15 since yesterday. The 30-minute time frame reverses to buy with the MACD below the pivot. What do you look to do? Well, you look to buy pullbacks. But on here, this strategy is called a double blue buy, which means that the 5-minute time 5-minute time frame correlates with the 15 and 30, which puts it into what's called a buy disconnect. And then you look to buy the first pullback on the 5-minute. When you have a rising ADX like this, good luck buying on the 5. You're going to be looking to buy on the 3-minute time frames. Okay, the 3-minute time frames are, and you really didn't even get that much oversold here. But then at the end of the day, we did get that one pullback, this beautiful bull flag below the 423.20, and then Microsoft ripped up here. You can see about $1.60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. So again, a double blue buy when Microsoft reversed to buy in the 5, correlating with the 15 and 30, you buy the first pullback. These are set strategies. So I'm trying to teach you, even in this most extreme overbought condition, right? And we're this monster uptrend. And really, to be honest with you, I can't even say the word buy. But with that being said, there are great patterns. You just have to cut your positions in half because we've come 800 points on the S&P, close to 4,000, over 4,500, 4,400 points on the Nasdaq in 18 days. Too rich for me. Doesn't mean you can't get a pullback, a healthy pullback, and then set up for longs. But with that, this is how I want to teach you how these patterns were really very powerful today. Okay? All right. When I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for Monday. So next week we got the Fed on Wednesday. We got Robinhood's earnings on Tuesday. We have Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Meta on Wednesday. Thursday we have Apple, SanDisk, Caterpillar, and Western Digital. So it's going to be a fun-filled week, okay? And Nvidia's a couple weeks down the road. But again, it's all going to be about what these earnings are going to be like, and there's great opportunities. I think. Again, even if you did get another big blow off here, I would be selling into this and looking for pullbacks for longs off the. So the way I explained it last night was we wait for a nice pullback on the daily. Okay, we wait for a nice pullback on the daily, and then we get another push up, and then we wait for a deep oversold condition on the weekly. And I think that should do it here, and then another big monster push up. So for Monday, I'm thinking if we do get another push up, I'll be looking for shorts, okay? And then if we do get some type of a pullback on the 60-minute time frame, to probably look for some longs. But very diligently here on the longs, I think the market could be on borrowed time here. We're extremely overbought. I'm dying to see the calculation on the weekly come Monday morning. Right now I'm at a 97.5, unheard of. So I wouldn't be surprised we're in the high 99s or even 100 come Monday. And if we do get a push up on Monday, then I'd be looking to really look for shorts, and then look for some pullbacks for some trades only. But I would not get overly bullish until the dailies get somewhat deep oversold condition on my indicator 3. All right. When I get back, I want to talk to you about having, again, I go over this again, very, very important to be able to have multiple prop accounts. So a lot of people have texted me all week long and said, Steve, my God, you've made a gigantic difference. You know, trading one account is so frustrating, but what it's really has changed their mindset, which is really, really important, to be able to take one account, hit your goal, then go to another account, hit your goal, and then do another account, hit your goal, and then maybe take one for trading at night. And someone today says, Steve, you know what? I'm actually taking one account for patterns and one account for scalping. Great, great. Having multiple accounts, you don't feel the pressure of trading one account, and then God willing, you get that passed, and you keep going. I like to say, if you could afford it, to have at least 3 to 4 accounts, one for Asia at night if you want to trade that market, and or one, 3 during the day. And you just keep rolling. You make a couple hundred, go next one. Make another couple hundred, go next one. You make a couple hundred here, you go next one. And then what do? You circle right back, and you go all over again, and you start the process. And by the time you know it, you feel the pressure is off of you. But that's just me, and I think that mindset can really help a lot of you. Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. It was an exciting week. All right, great trades. I think I took over 70 trades, real capital, and I think I had a perfect track record. Didn't have a losing trade, and overall, I from my guy was actually laughing. We didn't take one long. Absolutely not. I can't buy the market up here. But taking short trades, still, you got to be really fast in what you do. And these are scalps, and these are patterns that I'm seeing, divergences that were very beneficial. So very happy. It ended on a good week. And overall, I want to say thank you for being here tonight. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my sktrading.live. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, at official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I'll see you next Monday through Thursday at My Fund the Future's YouTube, hosting the Asia session. Phenomenal session. Okay, we cover the 5 assets: oil, gold, silver, S&Ps, and NASDAQ. Also, if you like to have a 5-day free trial, or just want to text me about the markets or talk to me, my number is 914-500-7484. If you want a 5-day free trial, please text me your full name and email. With that being said, have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you. Be safe. God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.